Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you're having a great day. So it looks like we have another Monday sell-off in the crypto space. Right now, Bitcoin is down approximately 6.5%. We'll get into the chart here to take a look at what's going on here. But there isn't any really bad news out there. I mean, the only thing that we have out there is that Evergrande thing going on in China with the leveraged builder that's possibly going into collapse. So that's the only thing we have there. We have some other stories that are a little bit of FUD and some good news as well from it. So let's get into the chart here really quick. So we'll take a look at it here. So here's Bitcoin right now. The arrows that I've put on there indicate Mondays, the last, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Mondays. Mondays that either Monday sell-offs or Mondays into Tuesday sell-offs that have happened in the last, basically 7, you could almost say 8 weeks. So it seems like, I don't know, I mean, it seems like somebody is obviously messing with us. So maybe a whale or something like that. But you can see here, we had a sell-off here, which is today, right? So we're at $44,086 right now. We had a sell-off last week as well, where we reached 43,000 roughly, 500 or so. And then prior week to that, we had a sell-off that started Monday night into Tuesday, which was a major sell-off, which we hit almost, was it 42,900 or so. We had a huge sell-off then. Prior to that, we had a sell-off here again, which was on August 30th. We were down to 46,871. And then we had another sell-off here that started on Monday evening into Tuesday. That obviously dipped as well. So it just seems like every Monday or Tuesday, Monday evening into Tuesday, we're dipping. So somebody is obviously selling a lot at that time, which doesn't really make much sense because of all the news that we're seeing. So let's get into some of the news here really quick, and then we'll get into the chart some more. We'll look at some of the other ones as well. Okay, so first one here is a little bit of a FUD from one analyst. So top crypto analyst predicts deep correction for Bitcoin and Ethereum, pulls out of altcoin positions. So a prominent crypto strategist and trader says he's pulling out of his altcoin positions as he believes Bitcoin and Ethereum are poised for a deep correction. So maybe this is the correction that he's talking about here that we've had today. Maybe this is what he's referring to. Let's get back into it here. The Sudan, I can never say this word. The pseudonymous trader known in the industry as Smart Contractor tells his 165,000 followers that he sees Bitcoin dropping below 40,000 while Ethereum could slide below 3,000. He quotes, "Took profit on a whole lot of my alt positions despite how bullish I think they may look. I think BTC and ETH are both about to put in deeper C waves, correcting the 5-wave rises they both had from July lows and pushed down to 36,000 and 2,600 respectively will affect everything." So he's following the Elliott waves, right? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he's saying we're gonna have an ABC correction here. So we had the one last week, A, and then we went up, B, and he's saying we're going to go down C to the 36,000 mark before we continue the uptrend up higher. You know, he could be right, so something to be mindful of. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Obviously, we've had, you know, pullbacks in the last 7, 8 weeks where on Mondays, Tuesdays, things are getting sold off. So somebody's trying to drive the market down lower. And this is for Ethereum here. So you got wave 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you got the ABC correction, A, B, C, and then possibly go down from here, and then we could follow that up. So Smart Contractor relies on the Elliott wave theory, a technical analysis approach that forecasts future price action by following the psychology of market participants that tends to manifest in waves, right? According to the theory, an asset goes through a significant leg down ABC wave after completing a 5-wave cycle in an uptrend. Recently, Smart Contractor said that he's looking at Solana and Ethereum competitor Avalanche for possible rallies. The other coins on his radar are Synthetics, a cryptocurrency that powers the trading of synthetic assets, and Curve, the governance token of stablecoins decentralized exchange Curve Finance. While Smart Contractor is short-term bearish on Bitcoin, fellow crypto analyst Michael Van de Pope believes BTC is on the verge of igniting a rally to 50,000 after holding the key support level above 47,000. Well, unfortunately, we just broke that support today. we had it here. 47,000 was our line that we were kind of drawing in the sand as our support. It obviously broke through that, and it has broken through our other support, which was at 44,810 that we've kind of had here. So obviously that's not good news. Our next support line would be probably the 200-day moving average, to see if we can bounce off of that, which would be at around 42,000 roughly. So we may drop down that low before we continue back up, or if we go back lower, our next support would be at 38,000 or so, right around there. Here's the story again. So it's still pretty much fine for Bitcoin. He's still thinking that it's going to go up higher. Obviously, we broke the 47,000 support, so we'll have to see what happens in the coming days. See if we can get above it. At time of writing, BTC is trading at 47, so now it's down to 44,000. So it's obviously down quite a bit. Okay. Next story is cryptocurrency trader Lark Davis says Ethereum poised for 190% rally on its way to over 10,000. So this is a bullish story. And thousands of traders are getting a 90% win rate trading. That's a commercial. Crypto trader and influencer Lark Davis, with over 432,000 YouTube subscribers, says that he is bullish on Ethereum. In a new video, Davis says that Ethereum is ready for a 190% rally and is preparing to appreciate above 10,000 based on certain factors. He pointed out since the supply chain on the exchanges falling, meaning people are pulling money or pulling the coins out of the exchanges, which leads many to believe that they're basically hodling, right? So they're going to hodl, the price is going to go up from here. So that's a good sign always to see. Obviously, we had a correction here today. The price of Ethereum will be more than double in the coming days. Yeah, today it's going to be hard to tell that. Sending a tweet and blockchain intelligence platform into the block, Davis says, the net amount of Ethereum leaving exchanges just hit a new record. This is huge, over 1.2 billion worth of Ethereum left centralized exchanges yesterday. That is a mind-blowing number. That's a lot of Ethereum that's being taken off the exchanges, so not trading right now. Davis says that the lack of movement is an indication that Ethereum hodlers are waiting for higher prices, driven by, among other factors, the burning of Ethereum transaction fees. So we've burned over 1 billion in transaction fees. People are hodling for higher prices. They are not selling below the previous all-time high. They know a new all-time high is coming. You watch and see what is happening economically with Ethereum. You can see how much, for example, Ethereum is currently being burned, Davis adds. Davis also says the proliferation of scaling solutions known as Layer 2 protocols is also optimistic for the second largest cryptocurrency asset, increasing the demand for Ethereum. We are now seeing Ethereum Layer 2s take off. To use Ethereum Layer 2, you need Ethereum. Plain and simple, you have to have ETH to pay the gas fees on Ethereum Layer 2, Davis says. So some people are still obviously bullish. I'm still bullish on it. I think we're just having a correction here. It just seems a little weird that every Monday we're having a sell-off. So we got to find out what's going on with that. So Pomp tweeted, El Salvador bought another 150 Bitcoins last night. The president claims that they can never beat you if you buy the dips. And that's true. You keep buying the dips. It's one thing that I might do today is buy a little bit of a dip. And Hedera, I was looking at it and it looks like it's being beaten up a little bit, so it might be a good time to get in a little bit. Not financial advice, do your own research. And then we also have a chart here to kind of reinstate where we are and where we possibly could be going based on historical data. So on the chart here, you have 2013. You saw the July hit a low in here. And then we were here basically, we had RSI downtrend, RSI consolidation pattern here. And then we had a nice bull run up. 2017, same thing, we had a July low. We had RSI downtrend, RSI consolidation, which we're seeing here as well. And then we were here in 2017, and then we obviously went up to 20,000 in that. So now we're seeing the same pattern repeat. We had a July low. We had a RSI downtrend, RSI consolidation here for the last couple of weeks. And now we should be getting ready to blast off again into the end of 2021 with possibly seeing $100,000 for Bitcoin. So history is kind of repeating itself if it plays out this way, unless we have a major break in basically the dynamics of Bitcoin, which I'm not seeing as possibly happening. And then finally, one of the last stories that we have here is 5 billion is allocated to develop the Hedera ecosystem. So Hedera has provided 5 billion basically into a Hedera Foundation, which is going to govern the giving out the money to startups and things like that to grow the ecosystem. So the Hedera Governing Council has allocated 5 billion of Hedera Hashgraph in an effort to incentivize, right, and fund the expansion of its ecosystem. The 5.35 billion funding represents 20%, which is a lot, of the total Hedera Hashgraph supply and will be delivered through an independent HBAR foundation. Serial blockchain executive Shane Higdon has been tipped to head the new foundation. Ahead of him lies a big challenge, delivering the growth necessary for Hedera Hashgraph to compete in the top 10 with the likes of Solana and Cardano. The 5 billion package put forward to the Hedera Governing Council in a resolution back in July can be seen as a serious commitment to scaling up the blockchain. I agree. I mean, that's a lot of money to throw at developers and get people using the system, the network. Speaking to CoinRivet, Mark Radcliffe, partner at DLA Piper and a member of the Hedera Governing Council, explained the move was aimed at driving decentralization of the blockchain. We believe that for the Hedera network to reach its full potential as a trust layer of the internet, we must continue its strategy of decentralizing the governance of the ecosystem, which started with its unique Hedera Governing Council structure, he said. Our aim with the transfer of these assets is to ensure that decisions about the growth of the network will continue to be further decentralized through the role of the independent HBAR Foundation. Right. So that is actually good. And then here's a tweet from Hedera Hashgraph. The Hedera Governing Council has announced the approval of a plan to allocate 10.7 billion. HBAR is approximately 20% of the total supply, currently worth 5 billion as of September 16th, towards the development of the Hedera ecosystem. So in my view, that is good to see. I think obviously this is going to incentivize people to get on the Hedera system and build out more applications, DeFi, whatever they need on that. So I think that's a good thing. And then obviously some are saying that the Evergrande collapse could have a domino effect on China property sector, Alliance Bernstein says. So one of the things that they're saying that the drop is, and not only in the stock market but also in crypto, is because of Evergrande. Evergrande is about to go default on their obligations to pay their debt. They can't get any more cash infusions or anything like that from the banks. So this might be the one that is actually leading everything else down. We just don't know. That's one possibility, but it seems a little odd that we're seeing, Bitcoin go down every week here on Mondays or into Tuesdays. So, all right, that's all I got for you guys for news stories. Obviously, a lot of stuff out there, but we do have some FUD. We also have some good news, so we can always use that to our advantage a little bit here. If you're trading it, I would just say buy the dips and hodl for the long term. I think, with Bitcoin, it's always volatile. So let's take a look at the stocks here, or the sticks. So obviously we looked at Bitcoin here. Bitcoin has went below our support here of 44,700. It obviously went below our 47,000 support line. So now it's just a matter of whether it can get back above our support here at 44,800. Right now it just seems like it's trading in a pattern. We are seeing right now lower highs, right? So we were down here at 42,000, went up to 43,000, and now we're at 43,600 roughly. So as long as we can keep this pattern where it's still going up a little bit, I think we'll be okay. Thing to watch, obviously, with Bitcoin is that it could come back down and test the 20-day moving average, 200-day moving average. And then our final support line here is at the 38,166. If it breaks below that, it could go even further down. So, obviously we've had plenty of these Monday crashes here where it went down and then we bounced back up, eventually going up higher. We may see the same thing happen here, so we'll just have to keep an eye on it. Ethereum is obviously bouncing off of our support line here that we drew a while back. I just extended out the lines here today because they stopped like right here. So it just went out even further. So it's at 3,046 right now. It's bouncing off of our support at basically 3,000 right now. We went down to the 3,300 mark yesterday, and then obviously we closed below it today. We haven't closed today yet, but we went below it as well. So we're still in this kind of accumulation phase. It looks like here we're bouncing along these lines here. Like we always say, the more times something touches a line, it is more probable to break through it or above it, depending on which way it wants to go. Cardano, same thing, it broke below our support here at $2.13. Our next support would be $1.90 here. It's going to be a weak support here, but we'll have to see how it does. It has obviously went below the 50-day moving average, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. It's at $2.04 right now, $2.05. Everything's just going down. RSI is obviously way down as well. Litecoin has broken kind of the support here that we had at $167. It's below it as well. It is below the 200-day, 50-day, and the 20-day, which is not good. RSI is way down. So we'll just have to see what happens later on today if it is able to reach above it. But right now we're below our previous low here that we had on, what was it, September 7th. We were at 160 and bounced off of it. Now we've fallen below it, which isn't a good sign. Last time we were here, this low was back in, June mark, right around June 29th, we were this low. Actually, June 21st. We had a downtrend here. Dogecoin is obviously down here. Looks like we may have a support here at 20 cents roughly. Everything has fallen down. It's below the 200-day moving average as well, which we'd like to see it to go above it. Obviously, it has broken down to it. So the one crypto analyst might be right, where we might be heading down lower a little bit on everything else, on altcoins. Stellar is down as well. I mean, everything is just getting pummeled today. It is down to 27 cents roughly. We haven't gone below our low of 2 weeks ago that we hit of 27 cents, but we're getting close. RSI is really low. So it could be a little bit of exhaustion selling here when we get a little bit lower down to the 30 mark on the RSI. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Solana is down a lot as well. Solana, we've been saying it could go down to the 50-day moving average before it bounces again. We've been seeing just a heavy sell-off going on here after reaching its high of $220, $216 or so. It is at 134 right now. We could see it come back down. Obviously, the RSI is falling as well. We'd want that to come down even more. So I wouldn't be surprised if it touches the 50-day moving average before bouncing up. And then obviously our next support would be at $60, which is the 200-day moving average. So 50 and then 200. So we'll have to see how that one reacts. Hedera also is getting pummeled right now. It is down to 32 cents, 33 cents roughly. It has obviously went below the 20-day moving average. We're getting close to the 50-day. And this is kind of like my strike point where I want to possibly get in at 30 cents right now. So I transferred over just a little bit into my exchange, and then we'll buy in if it gets to 30 cents. We'll buy in. We bought in at 52 was the first time we bought in. So we might buy in a little bit here as well. And then let's take a look at the mining stocks here. Hive is down 16 cents, 5.5% roughly pre-market. Bitfarms is down 37 cents, down 7%. Hut 8 is down 10%, 94 cents pre-market. And Marathon is down almost 9% to $3.19 down. And then Riot is down $2, almost 7% down. So yeah, I mean, that's a lot of stuff going on in the market. Obviously, Mondays are shaping up to be crappy days for crypto the last couple of weeks. So we'll just have to keep an eye on it to see where it goes from here. Let me know, guys, what you guys think as far as is Bitcoin going to fall down even further, or are we going to kind of get into this pattern where we're just accumulating right now and then go up high from that? So let me know on that one, and then let me know as far as what do you think about the other cryptos, altcoins. Are they going to fall back down as well? Obviously, if Bitcoin falls, everything's going to fall. So that's it. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you find this information useful. As always, hit the like button, subscribe. It helps me out a lot. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye.